Hi, welcome to OVTLYR Daily Report. I'm co-founder and CEO of OVTLYR. In this daily session, I usually cover what I see in the market, what I see in the OVTLYR dashboard, present you with my viewpoint of the market overall, and see if there are any opportunities. Today, we're gonna do a little bit different. We have a major update coming on Monday that will be available for everybody. So today I am going to talk a little bit about that, mostly briefly touch on news or if there's something else, because I will be spending from today till this weekend making these changes along with my team here, and we are like right now very excited what's coming for everybody to uh, check out. So let's get started. Okay, all right. So as you are familiar with our dashboard currently, we have this is the current look of our dashboard. What you see today, we have four major sections. If you are interested in learning, where the market is headed, where a sector is headed, whether it's bullish, bearish, whether it's going up or down, we have this unique data point called market breadth, where we showcase. If the sector is moving up or down, and in many cases when you take this data point and combine with your other due diligence, there's very high probability that you'll have a better win rate when you make these trades, because when a sector is moving up and if you're betting long for that sector, for that stock within that sector, it's the chances of success goes up. So this is kind of data that tells you about that. Index and sector, we have various data points that kind of talk about how the investors are reacting to changing market conditions, and you can see the daily value of the fear and greed score and how it changes over time. You can also see our price trajectory oscillator, which kind of tells you where that sector spider or SPY or DGIA is moving, whether it's going up or down. We have a different data point for that. So this sector covers that. Screener, we have a very unique screener, and you can build your custom list. You will find ton of opportunities there. And last but not least, we have a watch list, which provide you daily opportunities, your bull and bear list. So this is the current setup that you see today, right? So what happens is you have to go to all these tabs to look at the opportunities, how these things are moving. The good news is we are combining everything. This is not available right now in production, but we are working through in our testing environment. But this is going to be the new look of our dashboard. You will still see the tabs like market breadth. If you want to look at those tabs individually, you will still see screener. It will be available. You can build your custom lists. You can still do that. Watch list is still there if you want to just go to the watch list and do what you do every day. We are adding a new tab called news and analyst ratings. This is how it will look like. This is a new tab. Like for example, if you are looking for news around certain stock, you can search for that news here. You want to look at, let's say, Apple. You want to check if there are any news around Apple. You can check here. You can expand this thing. What we show is, along with the news, a sentiment rating, like whether this news is positive, neutral, negative, so that how many news are like coming right now, which are positive or negative for that stock. uh, the another thing that we are adding is analyst ratings here. So many people have requested in the past that they want to see how these brokerage firms are rating a particular stock, right? It may it may help, especially when you see, at least this is what I think, when an analyst rating comes and if you see everybody is like upgrading a stock, it has some effect. So what we are doing is giving you, as these upgrades happen, right? We will bring that analyst rating, will update it here. You will be able to see it. um, you can expand it. You can see how the rating changed, whether it changed from outperform to neutral, the price target, etc. So we will show all of that here. As you scroll down, you will see there are certain news which are trending, right? So we will show what those news. So we get that news from all over the internet, and show like which headlines are trending, right? High coverage news. You will be able to see some news which get a lot of coverage. For example, a certain news getting picked on lot of news channels, mainstream media, your blogs, etc. So we will automatically update every day what are some of those high coverage news are, so that it can help you navigate through the noise, right? When it comes to that. So this is a new tab that we have added. Now coming back to, hey Wes, good afternoon. So now coming back to our dashboard, the new look that everybody will see from Monday, right? So you are familiar with this chart right here, which is nothing but your, like, I can add or remove the signals, right? If I want to just remove the signals, I can. If I want to add it back, I can add it back. So that's neat. Uh, these green and red overlays shows whether a stock is in uptrend or downtrend, right? uh, so we have made some changes to the algorithm for our uptrend and downtrend. So what you will see is an improvement improvement for these algorithms. For example, like if you see here, like from here till here, like it clearly shows when the stock is in uptrend. And like if you are in a stock and if you are unsure that, hey, is it a good decision or not, like in many cases, having this additional data point, right? Let's say you're going long, having this additional data point really helps, because it just increase your chances of success. So we have made some improvements to this algorithm. You'll see that heat map value. You are, those who are using our platform, you are familiar with what it is, but it is very powerful data that is not available anywhere else. What you will see here is every day we give a score, right, of between fear and greed, between like 1 through 50. For fear, like think about it, if you get a 50 score in fear, you will see these dark reds, like extremely red. And what you will see, the values is closer to R50, as you can see there. And in the extreme case of greed, you will see that value from 1 through 50. And how we differentiate is simply by G50 or R50, so that you know. And we have found out that a stock goes like an uptrend when it goes from like fear to greed, like it's increase in value as it reaches the peak, right? Think about it, you are at a point where it reaches the peak, and there's a there's a very high probability that it may start moving in the other direction. So these values, when it's going up, can really help you if you're going long, and the other way as well, right? Now this data point oscillator, in our current version, we show the oscillator on top of this chart, but we decided that we'll just take it out from this main chart and just show it here. What it does, it shows which direction the stock price is moving. And there is this thing where it changes direction. Like for example, it changes direction here. And when it changes direction, those points are extremely important, because when it is going from changes direction and going up, I am now confident that that stock is having that upward trajectory now. And if I'm looking at the other data point, right, for example, a buy signal came, okay, the green overlay is turned on, right? The stock is moving in the upward direction, right? The heat map is dark red, right? Think about it, you want to buy when others are fearful, right? So those are the times when you see best opportunities. So this oscillator is simply for that. Uh, this data, market breadth data, it's extremely useful. Why? Because it shows you the direction of the sector in which that stock is. Right now you're seeing for S&P 500, but let's say if I have selected Apple, if I have selected Apple, right, what you will see, market breadth for technology sector right here, right? And what I can see is that which way technology sector is moving. It's, if it is moving up, there's very high probability that the stocks within that sector are going to start moving up, and that gives me warm and fuzzy about making these decisions. So market breadth for that sector, right? So Apple tech sector market breadth will be right here, so that you don't have to go back and forth, and you can just see just from one place, right? Another thing that we are doing is we have added an option to see if you want to like add S&P 500 market breadth. So for those who want to make sure that they are betting it right, right, so they may want to see, okay, I want to see S&P 500 moving up, I want to see overall market moving up, I want to see this sector moving up, then I'm going to bet, because now I'm playing in that safe zone, right? So this really helps with that. This additional data point you can see for S&P 500, you can see for overall market, you can add that here as well. This chart right here is our uptrend, downtrend chart for the sector and index. Think about it, that every sector, for example, S&P 500 has 500 companies within it. At any given day, right, that those companies are either in uptrend, downtrend, or are in neutral, right? Like I'm talking about these overlays, either they are in uptrend, the green overlay, red overlay, or white overlay, right? So I'm going to switch here, it's still work in progress over there. So we take account of how many stocks are in uptrend, how many stocks are in downtrend, and that is something that you will see. And we have noticed that there is this uh, what you can say, um, trend, where if lot of stocks in that sector or an index are going down, like more and more stocks are showing up in downtrend and less stocks are showing in uptrend, you will see that sector is kind of moving down, which is obvious, right? But we since we have this data, we show it, you can benefit from it. So the good news is that everything you will see will be here, right here. Not only that, you will see your bull and bear list right here, so I can select something and I'll see this chart getting updated right here. uh, I can see all the ETFs, I can see any news that's relevant for that stock or for that sector right here, so I can see, okay, yeah, looks like it's a good opportunity, the buy signal is there, everything is moving up. And suddenly I start seeing some like negative news for that company, for example, right? Then I may be wary that, hey, I know this is kind of moving, everything moving up, but there's some this scandal. I don't know, I'm just making it up right now, but because of some reason the news is right now everything is negative, so I need to be wary about that. So things like that. Or if everything is positive, then it's another data point for me to make a decision. So I can see that news right here. And there's another chart which is not showing right now, but it will be available, which is a constituent map. It will show you how many stocks are in fearful or greedy zone, and you can see like if there is too much fear, too much greed, those times present very good opportunities. We have a lot of other things, like for example, this overlay when it started, heat map value right here, you can see that for that day. If I want to add some notes, right, I'm making a trade, I want to remind myself that why I took this trade, right? So we are making it easy for people to take a note, save it, and later they can check it out. So this is kind of and the performance summary. Those who want to see how our signals did, they can come here, they can click on performance summary, they can select these different time frames, and they can see the performance summary. So this is the new update. We have a lot of other things planned for the um, uh, for few other releases after this next release, which will be available by Monday morning. um, I'm personally very excited. Really, right now, I'm just the only reason I'm not trading because I'm just working on this thing right now, day in and day out, and then getting things ready for you all. And in fact, I'm gonna be benefiting from it. I'm gonna start going back to my daily trading once this is kind of out. So that's all from the update, from the dashboard, from what's coming on Monday. And I'm very very excited, and hopefully you are too. And in case, just FYI, if you have not gotten your annual pass, I would highly suggest you do so, because we are planning to increase the price as we start, as our platform is maturing every day. Like literally, we are updating it every few weeks. You are seeing new thing, better data point, better information for you to make better decisions. So we are gonna definitely, right now there's a discount available. If you want to lock it up, you can. That's all for today. And as I said, right now everything is up. And not everything is up. Like right now, Fed has cut the 25 basis point, or they are cutting it. Um, Pretty much all across the sector there's a positive news, except for few, and I would pay close attention to some of these sectors, like healthcare, staples. Mark mentioned in our Discord group yesterday. Be wary about some of these sectors. Industrials, I have a high hopes. Energy for some time, very high hope for next couple of months, things like that. So I think there are a lot of opportunity even if you go to watch list today. And I think Chris will be adding some, making some trades today. We have a new buy signal that came for SPY today, and almost 139 opportunities in our bull list. And again, I will. My goal today was just to give you an overview of what's coming next, and from next week onwards, when this release is out, I'll start going over our new dashboard. Just to start sharing what I'm seeing every day from next week again. Thanks all, and that's all for today. And I'll see you not on Monday, not on Tuesday. I have those some other stuff to take care of. But from Wednesday next week, I'll start coming back on these daily shows, and I'll see you all then. Thanks.